kini saya diberitahu bahawa kita akan mendengar wawancara dengan Puan Halimah Yaakob.
Dari maklum balas yang diterima sejauh ini agak menunjukkan tanda-tanda positif lah. Tapi kita harus tunggu sehingga final outcome diumumkan oleh pegawai. Ya.
Terima kasih Puan Halimah. Itu dia wawancara Ibrahim Sawifi dengan Puan Halimah Yaakob. Then for the benefit of our English viewers now, I hand you over back to Melissa and Dominic. Over to you guys.
Thank you so much, Othman. Well, let's recap some of the results that we've seen tonight. Let's start with the latest result, the fourth result for the night, which is Whampoa single-member constituency. Of course, that going to the PAP and Heng Chee Au with 66.11% of the votes.
And his opponent, Ken Soon, got 33.9% of the votes. Now, Mr. Heng, the MP-elect for this constituency, he started his political career contesting against Lau Tia Kiang in Hougang in 1997. Then he got a vote share of 42%. After that, he joined the Jalan Besar team, which went uncontested for 2 elections. So this win on his own at Whampoa SMC could possibly be especially meaningful for him with 66.1% of the votes.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Mr. Heng. He is 50 years old. He's a Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office. He's also Deputy Secretary General of the NTUC. He's a 2-term MP and has been looking after Whampoa Division for the past decade. While Whampoa has a larger than average share of lower middle income residents, and of those living in HDB flats, about 54% are in 2-room and 3-room flats. And it also has an elderly population. At least 1/3 of their residents in Whampoa are above the age of 50.
And, well, things should be looking up for them in terms of amenities. In March, even before the polling date was announced, the PAP government had announced a $90 million upgrading plan, including a facelift for aging flats.
All right, we are getting word that Mr. Heng has a victory speech. Let's go ahead and listen in.
I want to give my heartfelt thanks from the bottom of my heart to all the voters of Whampoa who have supported me by giving me your vote in this general election. I have served you for the last 2 terms. You have now given me an opportunity to continue to serve you. I commit to you that in the coming years, I will continue to do my utmost, my level best. I will listen to you. I will work with you, because Whampoa is not only a constituency. Whampoa is our home, and it is something that we have always believed in, and we will make it the best home for all our residents. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the residents, to the voters of Whampoa.
All right, there you have it. Mr. Heng Chee Au there, the MP-elect for Whampoa, the single-member constituency in Whampoa. We have already 4 results that came in tonight. Let's go ahead and look at the state of play as the results stand right now. If we could take a look at the map, there we go. That's the number of constituencies that have went the PAP to the PAP. There are now 9 seats for the PAP out of a possible 87 seats. Of course, there are 5 already in the PAP's hands on nomination day. We have yet to see a single seat for the opposition. Let's go ahead and take a look at what Parliament looks like with the latest results. We also have 9 seats in Parliament, not to be surprised by that. We have no results coming in for the opposition so far. It's all been the PAP. So we've had 4 results so far. We've seen Whampoa, we've seen Radin Mas, we've seen Bukit Panjang, and we've seen Mountbatten, all single-member constituencies, all going to the PAP. And as expected, these are some of the early results that we've seen because of the number of votes that are coming in there. I guess not much counting there.
Well, I think with all those results to digest, time for us to go for a break. We will be back very soon. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Vote 2011.
Well, so far the results of 4 constituencies, 4 single-member constituencies out. Were the results expected? The seats all going to PAP? Let's find out what the people are saying on the internet. And for that, let's go over to May Wong. May.
You've already revealed the 4 results coming in from the single-member constituencies, and also on the internet, they are also giving their feedback in terms of what they think about the results. And we're talking about what is trending on the Twitter right now. It's Mountbatten single-member constituency, where we saw the fight between the People's Action Party's Mr. Lim Biow Chuan up against Jeanette Chong Alruldos, and clearly it has gone over to Mr. Lim Biow Chuan. And here we have one of the tweets saying, just want to bring that up on Jeanette Chong Alruldos' actually Facebook page, and they are actually giving their comments saying that she didn't win, but it was a spectacular result, and also talking about how she's done a good job and for her to continue to keep up the good work. Another tweet that we want to bring up for you: PAP in my district 1, Go Teo Ho Pin, Bukit Panjang rocks. And that is the constituency which Dr. Teo Ho Pin has held on, and he continues to hold on to this particular single-member constituency and was able to fend off the opposition. Yet another tweet that we want to bring up for you is a voter saying that she was in Tanjong Pagar last time in the group representation constituency, but now they have drawn her out to form the Radin Mas single-member constituency, and she's glad to be able to vote. As you well know, the Tanjong Pagar GRC is actually a walkover, so many times people don't get a chance to vote, but this time around, when the single-member constituency is carved out from a larger one, then Singaporeans are able to exercise their vote and exercise their right and responsibility. We'll continue to track that for you, and please do continue to also follow us on our Twitter account, which is at GE2011.
Well, incidentally, the ward that May was last talking about, Radin Mas, that is still currently the highest scorer for the PAP, 67.16% of 11% going to Sam Tan. And if he maintains that score, even with all the other PAP results in, he could be the new Mr. Popularity for the PAP.
Well, it remains to be seen because the night is still young.
Still young. Many constituencies results not out yet.
That's right. And our reporter on the ground, Sharon Tong, she is with the PAP supporters at Bedok Stadium. I'm quite sure it must be a jubilant scene there, Sharon.
Yes, well, the constituencies that are here haven't actually had the results yet, but they've cheered for every PAP win in the other constituencies. Now, I heard that, I understand that Mr. Charles Chong has arrived to this Bedok Stadium, and as he arrived, he told our reporters on the ground here that Joo Chiat, a single-member constituency where he is contesting, the opposition there, Mr. Yee Jen Jong from the Workers' Party, has asked for a recount. Now, of course, Mr. Charles Chong has taken over the Joo Chiat constituency from retiring MP Chan Soo Sen. Mr. Chan contested in 2001 with a very decisive win over an independent candidate with 83.55%, and in the last elections in 2006, 65%. So whether or not Mr. Charles Chong, who is new to this constituency, will be able to hold on to this single-member seat is still something that we've got to wait to see.
All right, looks like we will have to wait for a little longer before the result for Joo Chiat to come out.
But we already do have the results for 4 constituencies, and one of which is Radin Mas, and we have the victor who has spoken to our reporter. Let's have a listen to Mr. Sam Tan.
I think the important thing is that we must listen to the people, listen to our constituents, understand their needs, and then do our best to get connected to them. And then when they know that their member of parliament understands the need, listens to them, and is trying his best to do a good job to maintain the estates and also to improve